Love isn't always enough. You can love a man with every part of your heart. You can cook for him, stand by him, stay loyal, be intimate, support his dreams, and even put your own needs aside just to see him smile. And still, he can pull away. He can grow emotionally distant. Sometimes he can even walk out of the relationship completely. This confuses so many women because they did everything right. They loved deeply. They gave fully. So why did it still fall apart? The reason is simple, but rarely talked about. There are 3 emotional needs that are often stronger than love for men. These needs, when ignored or misunderstood, can quietly destroy even the most loving connection. Most women are never taught about them, but once you understand them, you begin to see men in a way most people never do. And when a man consistently feels these 3 things with you, love doesn't feel forced, attachment doesn't need pressure, obsession doesn't need manipulation. It happens naturally. Let's begin with the first one, because it's not what most people expect. A man needs respect that feels earned, not handed out automatically. Here's the truth. If you ask many women what men need in relationships, they'll say love, loyalty, emotional support, maybe affection or physical closeness. But if you ask a man who is emotionally aware and honest with himself, he will almost always say respect. Not surface-level respect, not polite respect, not the kind that exists just because you are in a relationship. He wants the kind of respect that feels real, solid, and deeply felt. The kind that tells him without words that you see him as a capable man. A man can love you deeply and still slowly detach if he feels constantly questioned, corrected, or subtly dismissed. When a woman talks to him like he doesn't quite know what he's doing, or treats him like a project that needs improvement, something inside him begins to shut down. It doesn't usually happen all at once. It happens quietly. He stops sharing ideas. He stops opening up. He stops trying. Men are wired, both biologically and emotionally, to care about competence, purpose, and value. That doesn't mean every man wants power or status in the traditional sense. It means he wants to feel trusted in his thinking and respected in his role. Think about moments when he offers a solution or shares an opinion. If the response he regularly gets is dismissal, correction, or a tone that says, "You don't really get it," it slowly damages how he feels around you. It's not about winning arguments or proving who is smarter. It's about how safe he feels to contribute. When a man feels like his input doesn't matter, he starts to emotionally withdraw, not because he doesn't care, but because caring starts to feel pointless. Respect does not mean agreeing with everything he says. It means listening without instantly shutting him down. It means acknowledging his perspective even when you choose a different path. It means trusting his intentions even when his ideas aren't perfect. And here's something most people misunderstand. Men don't want blind praise. They want to earn respect. They want to feel challenged in a way that says, "I believe in you," not "you're not good enough yet." When you respect a man after seeing his flaws, after watching him struggle, after seeing him try and sometimes fail, that respect carries enormous weight. It touches something deep inside him. And when a man feels that kind of earned admiration, his emotional bond grows stronger than logic. But respect alone won't fully keep a man emotionally connected, because the second emotional need goes even deeper. This one is primal. It is tied to his identity in a way many women never realize. When you awaken this in a man, even briefly, you leave a mark on his mind that doesn't fade easily. And no, it's not love, it's not sex, it's something more instinctive than both. A man needs the freedom to feel like a hero. This is often misunderstood. Many women hear the idea of a man wanting to feel like a hero and assume it means ego, dominance, or control. That's not what this is about. The hero instinct is a man's deep desire to feel useful, needed, and capable of making a positive difference in your life. He wants to feel like his presence matters, like his effort has impact, like he can protect, provide, solve, or support in a way that genuinely helps you. When a man feels like everything is already handled, like you don't really need him, or like his contributions don't change anything, he slowly loses emotional engagement. This doesn't mean you should act helpless or dependent. It means allowing him to feel involved, allowing him to support you, allowing him to feel that what he does makes a difference. When a man fixes a problem, offers help, or shows up emotionally and feels appreciated for it, something powerful happens inside him. His attachment grows. Small things matter more than grand gestures. Letting him help you with something instead of saying, "I'll just do it myself." Acknowledging how his presence makes you feel safer or calmer. Letting him know that his effort eased your stress or made your day better. These moments activate something ancient inside him. It makes him feel purposeful, and purpose is deeply attractive to men. When a man feels like your life is better with him in it, not just emotionally but practically, he invests more. He leans in, he feels connected, but when he feels unnecessary, replaceable, or emotionally sidelined, he pulls back. Not because he doesn't care, but because his role feels unclear. Now comes the third emotional need. This one is often ignored because it doesn't look dramatic on the surface, but when it's missing, relationships slowly lose warmth and intimacy. A man needs emotional safety, not the kind where he is allowed to exist, but the kind where he feels accepted without constant judgment. Men are rarely encouraged to express vulnerability. Many grow up learning that emotions should be controlled, hidden, or solved quickly. When a man finally opens up and shares fear, doubt, insecurity, or confusion, how it's received matters more than the words themselves. If he feels criticized, dismissed, or subtly shamed, he learns to close that door again. And once it closes, reopening it becomes difficult. Emotional safety means he can be imperfect without feeling like he's failing as a man. It means he can talk without being analyzed, corrected, or compared. It means he can have a bad day without feeling like he's disappointing you. When a man feels emotionally safe, he bonds deeply, he relaxes, he becomes more affectionate, more present, and more invested. When these three emotional needs are met consistently, something powerful happens. Love stops feeling fragile. The connection stops feeling forced. The man doesn't stay because he's afraid to lose you. He stays because being with you feels grounding, affirming, and meaningful. Love grows strongest when respect is real, purpose is alive, and emotional safety is present. And when a man experiences all three with one woman, he doesn't just love her, he chooses her again and again without needing to be asked. This is not about rescuing someone helpless or showing off strength like a scene from a superhero movie. This is about something much deeper and more real. It is about a man's inner need to feel useful, capable, and genuinely valuable to the woman he cares about. Men are wired differently. Deep down, they search for meaning through action. They may not always talk about their emotions or explain what they feel with words, but they show love by doing, by stepping in, by being present, by taking responsibility in small and big ways. When he helps you fix something, gives you advice, or shows up for you when you are overwhelmed or unsure, that is not random. In those moments, something powerful happens inside him. He feels like he matters to you. He feels like he has a role, a purpose, a place in your life that no one else can easily take. Think about how he reacts when you say something simple like, "I'm really glad you handled that," or "I feel calmer when you're around." You can almost see it in his face. His posture changes, his energy shifts. It is not about praise or ego. It is not about making him feel superior. It is about touching that instinct inside him that wants to protect, support, and provide. And providing does not always mean money. Most of the time, it means emotional strength, stability, being the person you lean on when life feels heavy. When a man feels like he is your safe place, your steady ground, your quiet strength in the background, that feeling reaches deeper than surface level love. because now he does not just feel wanted, he feels needed, and this part matters more than most people realize. A man who does not feel needed will slowly begin to feel replaceable, even if he loves you, even if he cares deeply. That sense of being easily swapped out creates distance over time. It makes him pull back without always knowing why. But when you allow him to be your hero in small everyday ways, when you let him contribute, support and show up, something powerful happens. His chest lifts a little. His voice becomes more grounded. He feels like himself, not because you are weak, but because you allowed him to matter. And for a man, mattering is everything. Now there is another need, and this one is much quieter. You cannot always see it on the surface. It hides behind humor, distractions, long silences, and casual conversations. But it may be the most powerful need of all: emotional safety without judgment. Many men grow up hearing the same message over and over again. Don't cry, don't complain, don't talk about feelings, don't show weakness. So they learn to lock everything inside. They carry stress, fear, confusion, and self-doubt alone. They fight silent battles. They wear smiles that hide exhaustion. And beneath all of that is a part of them that just wants to say, I'm scared, I'm tired, I don't know if I'm doing this right. But they feel like the world does not give them permission to say those things out loud. So instead, they joke, they distract themselves, they shut down, they avoid deep conversations. Not because they do not feel, but because they feel too much and do not feel safe enough to show it. The truth is, men crave emotional safety far more than they will ever admit. They want a space where they can be soft without being seen as weak, where they can be vulnerable without being judged, corrected, or rushed, where they are not immediately told how to fix themselves or what they should do differently. Sometimes they do not want solutions, they just want to be heard, to be understood, to be accepted as they are in that moment. When a man meets a woman who creates that kind of space, something changes inside him. A woman who can sit with his silence instead of panicking. A woman who does not pressure him to talk but lets him open up at his own pace. A woman who allows him to unravel without calling it dramatic or too emotional. That kind of presence creates a bond that goes far beyond attraction or passion. It turns love into loyalty, deep loyalty, the kind that does not shake easily, the kind that stays even when things get hard. Science even supports this. Studies show that men release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, very strongly during moments of emotional safety and non-judgmental connection, in some cases even more strongly than during physical intimacy. That means what truly makes him fall deeper is not your appearance, your clothes, or how exciting things feel at the start. It is how safe he feels when he is emotionally exposed, when he feels like he can be his real self with you, without fear of being criticized or dismissed. And here is the beautiful part. When a man feels emotionally safe with you, he actually becomes stronger, not weaker. He starts to show up better in every area of life. He becomes more protective, more present, more loving. He opens up more naturally. He invests more deeply. Emotional safety does not make a man passive, it makes him grounded. So why do so many women miss these needs? Why are they often overlooked? Because most of us grow up believing that love alone is enough, that if you care deeply, if you try hard, everything should work out. But real emotional intimacy is more than affection. Women often give love in the way they would want to receive it, through constant reassurance, frequent communication, emotional check-ins, and nurturing behavior. And while those things are meaningful, men often bond differently. They connect through respect, through feeling useful, through feeling needed, and through emotional safety, not through pressure, not through constant attention, not through being tested or questioned all the time. This is why a woman who understands these needs stands out, not because she is more attractive on the outside, but because she speaks directly to a man's emotional core. She understands how his inner world works. She gives him a sense of purpose, a sense of safety, and a sense of belonging. And when a man feels those things with you, he does not just fall in love, he stays, and that is exactly what makes her unforgettable. So if you ever sat alone and asked yourself why love by itself was not enough to make him stay, now you finally have your answer. Love matters, yes, but love alone is not what anchors a man's heart. These three needs are. They are the quiet drivers behind his loyalty, his attachment, and his desire to remain. They are the hidden code to a man's heart that so many people overlook. Respect that is earned, not demanded. Freedom that allows him to feel capable, strong, and like a hero in his own life. And emotional safety, where he can exist without fear of judgment, shame, or constant criticism. When these needs are missing, even strong feelings slowly fade. When they are present, something powerful happens inside him that is hard to break. Respect is not about agreeing with everything he says or shrinking yourself to make him comfortable. It is about how you speak to him, how you listen, and how you acknowledge his efforts. Men feel respect through tone, through trust, and through being taken seriously. When a man feels disrespected, even in small ways, it chips away at his desire to stay. Sarcasm, constant correction, public criticism, or dismissing his opinions may seem small, but over time they create distance. On the other hand, when he feels respected, he feels seen, he feels valued, he feels like his presence matters. Respect tells him without words that he is enough. That feeling is rare, and when a man experiences it, he remembers the person who gave it to him. The second need is freedom, especially the freedom to feel like a hero. This does not mean giving him unlimited control or losing your own voice. It means allowing him to contribute, to protect, to provide in ways that feel meaningful to him. Men want to feel useful. They want to feel trusted with responsibility. When everything he does is corrected, managed, or taken away from him, he slowly feels unnecessary. When a man feels unnecessary, he emotionally checks out. But when he feels that his efforts make a difference, that his actions matter, he leans in. Letting him solve problems, make decisions, and step up creates pride inside him. That pride connects him to you because he associates that feeling with your presence in his life. The third need, emotional safety, may be the most misunderstood, yet the most powerful. Emotional safety means he can express fear, doubt, stress, or vulnerability without being mocked, judged, or punished for it later. Many men grow up learning that emotions are weakness. So when they finally open up and are met with criticism or dismissal, they shut down again, often permanently. Emotional safety tells him that he does not have to wear armor around you, that he can be human, that he can be imperfect and still accepted. When a man feels emotionally safe, he bonds deeply, he trusts, he relaxes, and trust creates attachment far stronger than attraction alone. When these three needs come together, something shifts. Love stops feeling unstable. The connection stops feeling fragile. He no longer feels like he has to defend himself, prove himself, or escape. Instead, he feels grounded. He feels at home. This is why some women are remembered long after the relationship ends, while others are slowly forgotten despite strong emotions. It is not about beauty or perfection or doing everything right. It is about how a man feels when he is with you and when he thinks about you. Many people try to hold on to a relationship by giving more love, more attention, more effort, but still feel him pulling away. That is because love without respect feels suffocating. Love without freedom feels controlling. Love without emotional safety feels dangerous. But when love is supported by respect, freedom, and emotional safety, it becomes something steady, something he does not want to lose, something he protects. This does not mean you stop having boundaries or standards. In fact, healthy boundaries often increase respect. It does not mean you stop expressing your needs. It means you express them in a way that does not attack his identity. It means you communicate instead of accuse. It means you choose understanding over winning. These small shifts in behavior may seem simple, but they have a deep impact over time. Think about how often people focus only on chemistry and attraction at the beginning. Those things bring people together, but they do not keep them together. What keeps a man staying is how safe he feels, how respected he feels, and whether he feels free to be his best self. When those needs are met, his loyalty grows naturally. He does not stay because he is afraid to leave. He stays because he wants to. So if you ever wondered why someone you loved still walked away, it was not because you were unlovable. It was because one or more of these needs were missing, misunderstood, or unmet. Awareness changes everything. Once you understand what truly matters, you stop chasing and start attracting. You stop forcing and start connecting. And that is when relationships begin to feel different, calmer, and more secure. Master these 3 needs, and he will not just love you in words. He will show it in his actions. He will invest. He will commit. And most importantly, he will not be looking for a reason to leave. He will be looking for reasons to stay. That is what makes a woman unforgettable. Not because she tried harder, but because she understood deeper. If this resonated with you in any way, take a moment to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and let me know in the comments which of these 3 needs surprised you the most.